And don't you know we all go through this? Think back when you first came to Christ, if you have. You were on fire. The light was shining so bright. The drapes have been lifted, like the veil has been torn, and you've seen everything clearly. Surely he's the Son of God. You'll praise it to everyone. You'll tell it to everyone. And then all of a sudden, life hits you, and all they're trying to do is close them drapes. And it's so easy to let happen. Matter of fact, you don't even got to close the drapes. You just got to do what we do at our house. Because if you walk in our living room right now, matter of fact, you walk in any room of our house, I guess, we got curtains hanging, right? We got black ones in the living room, blue ones in the boys' bedrooms, gray ones in our bedrooms, all going with the separate motifs, right? And every morning we get up, we pull the drapes back to let the light shine in. But what I haven't told you is that when we pull the drapes back, there is still another drape hanging. It's a sheer curtain. And all it does is distort the view of people looking in and us looking out just enough that we can't see clearly. See what I'm talking about? Like we allow it just enough to obstruct the clarity of the day. It still lets some light in, but we ain't seeing clearly. And a lot of us go through this relationship with God just like that. We hang on to just enough that his light shines. I am saved, yes. And yet, I'm going to leave a little sheer thing up because I don't really want to see fully. You know what I'm saying? I don't want them to see me fully because if they only knew. So we keep the outside from looking in and we keep the inside from seeing clearly out to actually what needs done, what should be done. And I want to challenge you on that today because there's two different approaches and I love it. I'm gonna pick on my family, right? We go on vacation, right, with my in-laws, and I love it. There's two separate ideas of how things should roll. So at night, if we let's just say we go to the hills of Gatlinburg and we're at a cabin, right? At night, my wife wants to draw all the curtains. She does this at our house too. She wants to draw all the curtains because she doesn't want anything out there looking in here where we can't see what's out there. Because you know when it's light in the house, you can't see out in the dark, right? And she doesn't want anyone seeing in to this house, to our family, without us knowing about it, right? So she closes every drape in there. But on the flip side, her dad's like, no, if they looking at me, I want to look right back at them. And he leaves them all open. So there's a fight whether we're going to shut or whether we keep them open. And I think that's what we do in this life as well. Some of us, we want to draw them shades and we don't want anybody to know nothing about nothing, even our God. We'll give him something, but we ain't going to give him everything. So we keep a shade drawn, at least a sheer one. And God is saying, no, I need you to pull the father-in-law approach. I need you to open fully. I want to see all of you. I want all of you. Not just a partial room, not just some of it. I want my light to flood your soul so much that you not only cry out, he is the Son of the living God, but he is my King as well. He is my Lord. He's my Savior. Like he has full reign of me. This life is nothing. To live is Christ, to die is gain. That is when the curtains are fully open. Don't settle for less than that. Because that's how worlds are shaken. That's how hearts are changed. That's how families are redeemed. As long as you leave that sheer up, that leaves something hidden on both sides. You don't get to see the fullness of your King, and you don't get to experience the fullness of him invading your life and your heart and giving you the blessing of blessings, his Spirit fully alive and in charge and working in your life. As long as something remains, a veil is up, even if it's letting a little bit of light through, but there's an obstruction to it, like the sheer in my living room, the view is skewed and the fullness is not there. And I think a lot of us are going for fullness. And I'm trying to show you how this happens.